Hello everyone, this is Priya. Welcome back to my channel Floating Code. Today I am going to discuss how to deal with these NaN values using data frames drop NA method. So let's begin. Here first of all I have imported the pandas library as PD, and here I have read this data frame using this read underscore CSV function. In the previous video we had seen what's a NaN values. If you want to learn more about that, you could check the link in the description box. So before starting this drop NA method, let's check out the documentation of this method. So this is the documentation of this method, and here you will see that in this drop NA method we have various parameters like access, how, thresh, subset, and this in place. I'll try to explain all of these parameters one by one. So let's go back to the notebook. Here I have simply written df.drop_na, and let me just run this cell. Here you'll notice that I simply got this column header. I didn't get any of these rows. This happened because by default this drop NA method simply drops the rows that contain NaN values, and here you'll see that all my rows contain at least one NaN value, so all the rows are dropped and we simply got this column header. Here I haven't written any of the parameters yet, but here I would like to cover these two parameter, how and access. So I'm writing how is equal to, here you'll see that how has two values, any and all. I'm writing any first, and access is equal to 0. And now if I run this cell, you'll see that I got the same column header. Again, I didn't get any of the rows. This happened because this any value of this how parameter and this 0 value of this access parameter, they both are default values. So whether you write these values or not, it doesn't make any difference. So I simply got the same column headers and no rows. So here we are dropping rows. What if you want to drop a column? Then you'll simply provide the axis as 1 because we denote the columns with axis 1, or simply write columns. Okay, and now if you run this cell, you'll notice that I got this name column because this name column doesn't contain any NaN values, so it is here and all other columns are dropped. Another thing is this how parameter has one more value, that is all. Here you'll notice my fragrance column contains all the values as NaNs. If you want to remove this row, you'll simply write all in place of any. So I'll remove this any and write all, and now if I run this cell, you'll notice that all other columns are here, but as we have written how is equal to all, so this fragrance column that contain all the values as NaNs is dropped and we are left with these four columns. So that's how this how and access parameters work. Another parameter is a subset parameter, and how it works, you could subset your columns. You could simply write a list of columns here or a single column here. So what it will do, it will simply check these two columns for NaNs, and wherever you get a NaN value, the row corresponding to that NaN value will be dropped. So here I have written review and rating, and let me just run this cell as well. So what will happen, so it will go to the this review column first and look for the NaN. So here it got the first NaN, and the row corresponding to this NaN will be dropped, so this orchid row will be gone, and then it will come to this thing, another NaN, and this lotus row will be gone. Then it will go to the rating column here, so it got the first NaN here, so this lily row will also be gone, and we are left with tulip, rose, and sunflower, and fragrance of course, because it's not a original data frame. So if we compare it with the original data frame, you'll see we have 5 columns, right? So this fragrance one will also be here. So that's how this subset parameter works. So whatever column names you will provide here, it will look for the NaN values in those columns only, and the rows corresponding to those NaN values will be dropped. So that's how this subset parameter works. Next is the thresh parameter, how it works. So it simply accepts the integer and whatever number you will provide here. If your row contain that many number of non-nan values, then those rows will not be dropped. So I'm just printing my original data frame here. This is my original data frame and I'm running this cell now. So what happening here is, if we talk about this Lily row, you'll notice that I got two non-nan values here, Lily and very good. So this row will not be dropped because here we have written thresh is equal to 2. But if you look at this Lotus row, here we just have only one non-nan value. So this row will be dropped. And all other rows have of course more than two non-nan values. So those will not be dropped. So that's how this thresh parameter works. Another thing is the in place parameter, how it works. If you print your original data frame, this is your original data frame, you'll notice that nothing has changed here. It's the same as it was at the very beginning. But if you want to make changes in your original data frame, you'll simply write in place is equal to true. And now if you run this cell and print your df, then you'll see that this Lotus row is not here. We are left with only 5 rows. So now the changes are taking place into the original data frame because we have written in place is equal to true here. So that's how this parameter works, and that's how all of these parameters work associated with this drop NA method. That's it for this video. If you find this video useful, please do like, subscribe and share, and hope to see you in the next video soon. Bye.